Welcome back to Oz Gaming versus hyFresh. Played Oz Gaming currently up. And, well, not much to say about last game. It's just Oz Gaming taking care of business, and no surprise there. Crown getting the MVP. Really played out of his mind that last game, and hopefully we see him continue to play in form. And that 1v1 particularly essentially won them the game. Also had a fantastic pick here on the Mighty Bear. No, well, a unanimous decision to vote him as the MVP. No surprise there at all.
개인막도 철저하게 잘 했었던 브라운 선수였고요. 그렇죠. 왜 자꾸 이론 타령하냐면 실제로 이런 그림이 많이 나온다고 가정하면 조이가 그렇게 티어가 높을 수가 없어요. 그렇죠. SK 기준으로 봐도. 맞아요. 자, 두 번째 세트 팬픽 준비 끝났습니다. 만나보시죠.
Well, let's get into the second game.
버프된 케이틀린이지만 첫 번째 세트에서는 뱀픽에 이름을 올리지 못했습니다. 그래서 아까 같은 뱀픽 구도가 다시 한번
It's going to be
또 트런드 가져가
relatively the same ban so far for both these teams. Bard, Twisted Fate being banned away by Oz Gaming. Both of those very clearly target bans, but also banning what's in the meta. Minute, very good on the Bard, and Firing very good on the Twisted Fate. Callista and Lee Sin also target bans, and are also kind of in the meta. Pilot have actually got a pentakill on the Callista last split, and Juhan, Lee Sin is his most played champion in solo queue. It's what he's most well known on. Is actually at one point the highest ranked Lee Sin player on the Korean solo queue ladder, though that was a long time ago. Fiora going to be the last ban there. Karma going to be the last ban for hyFresh Blade. You wonder if the affiliates will be priority picked by Oz Gaming. It worked out for them last time. It's actually going to be the Camille being picked up. So that gives you a hint that this is either going to be a pick comp or a 1-3-1 comp. We'll see which one they'll end up going with. Oh, I forgot my Coca-Cola in the other room. Uh-oh. Well, darn. I need to drink water probably anyway. I'm probably going to get a glass of water once the draft is over. But, ooh, Ash is now an interesting pick because that maybe dissuades Oz Gaming from the Aphelios. Ash, a pretty good pick into the Aphelios, and a 2-1 on that Ash. Now, what the hell is that? 2-pound, aren't you supposed to be working right now? Those big water bottles. I have a Camelback water bottle. I'm good. I like my Camelback water bottle. Not 3 days off, and that's what we like to see. It's going to be the Renekton being picked up for hyFresh Blade as well. Meanwhile, it's going to be the Nidalee being hovered. Hey, we got the whole gang here. We got 2-pound here. We got Quest here. And it's actually going to be the Senna Wukong being picked up. Oh, actually, Maokai would be interesting to see. Senna Maokai was the bot lane we saw last split. We haven't seen that in a long time. I don't even think Maokai Senna was picked in CK, and it's actually going to be Juhan playing the Trundle once more.
하지만 이 이론이란 단어가 정말 묘한 거죠. 네. 오공
Yeah,
자체가
but
요구하는 숙련도가
2 pound. I already own a water bottle. Why would I need another water bottle? I mean, I own like 8 different water bottles. 2 pound. I don't need a 9th water bottle. I own so many water bottles. I don't need another one. But it's no surprise the Trundle's going to be counterpicked by the Nidalee here.
안 가져가면 무조건 될 거고요. 결국 레넥톤 니달리 조합이 완성됐습니다.
And that's going to be the Galio ban. So something I do want to talk about is that Trundle Camille synergy. You can set up a really nasty pick with that. You can essentially extend the Camille E because she won't have to E against terrain. You can just E against the Trundle pillar. We saw Sotable Gaming last split run that synergy a lot, and it was really successful with Cacao and Thaw. Hopefully we see that with Sor and Juhan here. I said I own like 8 different water bottles, not 2 other water bottles. What the fuck, Quest? Listen here, old man. You need to fix your hearing. Did I really say 2? I don't think I said 2. I meant to say I own like 8 water bottles. I demand a clip. I demand a clip of me saying 2. I said 2. No, I might have said 2, but then I think I might have corrected myself and said 8. I don't know. I meant to correct myself and say 8. I own like a bunch of different water bottles. The point is, regardless of what I said, you can get your own clips, fool. I am in the middle of commentating something, Quest. I don't want to hear it from you, okay? Oh, see, now there's something to talk about. No one can say. What am I? Okay, yeah, you want me to talk? Okay, so we got the Galio and Azir bands, and we got the Zoe and the Braum band. So the Braum band makes me think that they want to. I don't really know actually why the Braum band's coming out. Can Braum block Senna ultimate? Is that possible? I don't think that's possible. Is that possible though? That's a Tom Kench, which makes me a little bit nervous. Senna Tom was something that we saw ESC run. Oh! Crowns! Crown Malzahar would have been great. Oh, I was so excited. Instead, it's going to be the Syndra. We did see him actually debut on the Syndra. We saw a Malzahar ban on his debut, too. I think the Malzahar would have been good for the pick comp, but I think that also makes... If you build a Malzahar, that usually encourages the members on the other team to build QSS, which just completely erases out your pick comp. And you don't normally see... If you look at just the comp that Oz Gaming have, you might see Henna build the QSS, but you won't normally see people like Fire In or Wiser build it, to where if you were to see the Malzahar come out, almost everybody on HyFresh Blade would have some sort of way to either survive or get rid of the Malzahar ultimate. But nonetheless, we are going to see a pretty good composition from Oz Gaming. Nice pick comp. Not a big fan of the Tom Kench, but Tom Kench can be pretty good when it comes to the macro play on these pick comps. Can help get that Trundle in position, or even the Camille. So Camille has a pretty good time getting herself into position by herself. But on the other side, on HyFresh Blade, pretty good team fighting comp. Nice poke to them as well. Their siege is going to be pretty strong. We're going to be going into game 2 here of Oz Gaming versus HyFresh Blade. Oz Gaming, a win here would be very big for them. I think a win by Oz Gaming and a loss by Griffin today would eliminate Griffin from playoffs, if I'm not mistaken. So Griffin are definitely watching this one with nervous intent. In fact, I think 2 more wins from Oz Gaming. Yeah, if Oz Gaming win both their matches this week, Griffin are just eliminated from playoffs. But we'll see what that's going to be like. We get into game 3 here. Having a 5-point start us off.
일단 오늘
First spear is going to miss from Mighty Bear.
계속 안 들고 미드를 가고 있는데 이것도 좀
A lot of,
인상적이긴 해.
you have two different sources of spears from hyFresh Blade, actually. How many spear champions are in the game? So you have Nidalee and you have Pantheon. I think that's it. Are there any other champions with spears in this game?
여러 방면에서 안정감 올려주는 건 분명히 있거든요.
I mean, you used to have Spear of Soj in the item, so technically everybody could have a spear.
팬분들이 말씀하시는 부분 중에 좀 동의하는
But does
부분이
anyone else have a
마이크
spear
선수가
besides those two
그
champions?
이
Oh,
딜에 대한
Pike.
게임
Pike
템포가
has like a no, a wailing hook. That's not really a spear.
대표적으로 뭐 트런드, 볼리베어 뭐 이런 픽들인데 약간 피지컬류라고 할까요? 이신으로 대표되는
Xin Zhao? Oh, Xin Zhao does have it. You're right, Ducky. Xin Zhao does have a spear.
선수인 건 맞아요. 그쵸. 니달리 같은
Nidalee has a javelin. Listen, that's.
니달리 같은 걸 했을 때 자기 캐리가
I don't want to hear it, Quest.
성적도 빠르게 해서
I don't want to hear it.
주한 레드 시작 공개됐습니다. 그리고 니달리 역시 레드 시작이고요. 근데 니달리가 활약하기에 좋은 게임인 건 맞아서요. 이런 뱀픽은 그렇죠. 기본적으로 이게 위아래에다가 확정 스턴이 하나씩 있잖아요. 자기가 흐름만 한번 잡으면은 그런 이제 확정 스턴과 연계를 통해서 날카로운 킬각도 가능하고. 스턴은 맞지 않았고요.
It's going to be, ooh, Fire Rain. Taking a lot of damage there. By the way, if 2 Pounds says one team will win, bet on the other team. I don't think 2 Pounds correctly betted on any. I don't think 2 Pounds correctly predicted any game ever in CK.
바로 올 수도 있고요. 화이트 베어 아래쪽으로 내려갑니다.
But I think that's just because of unlucky circumstances. In Challengers Korea last split, draft mattered like 20% of the time. This split, it's a little bit more consistent to like 50-60% more or less. But in 2 Pounds defense last split, teams were winning draft but hard losing the game pretty consistently. Though I mostly attribute that to the good teams having bad coaches and the bad teams having good coaches. Except for hyFresh Blade, who were a good team and had a good coach. Like Element Mystic were 50-50. Oh, Juhan. Getting invaded by Mighty Bear here, but he should be fine. Gets all of his chickens. His trip to KFC is going to stay intact, but Crown might be finding himself to be a chicken dinner here. On the note of that, Mighty Bear landing a couple autos, didn't miss the spear. Scatterleak is going to get them away. And Crown will survive for now without having to burn any summoner spells. Juhan looks like he might want to walk up here. And we do see a collapse here by Sword, but look at that. Wiser's following this. Might be a fight breaking out. All four. We have 4 members of hyFresh Blade here. Uh-oh, Sword gets flashed on. He goes down. First blood. Going over to hyFresh Blade. This might be 2 kills, actually. Crown has to scatter the weak flashes away. He will survive for now, but that's a lot of summoner spells being burned by hyFresh Blade. I mean, it burned all the summoner spells, and Wiser burned his flash. Meanwhile, Crown did burn his flash, but Sora was able to hold on to his.
칼 어쩔 수 없이 두 자루 들고 라인으로 복귀하는 소아를 텔레포트 안 쓰고 있습니다.
Something I do want to talk about is that Pilot is going for the Glacial Augment instead of the Grass that we have sometimes seen people pick. We haven't seen... I don't think anyone's played Grass Senna yet in CK.
근건 있었지만 오지가 그냥 안 싸우는 게 나을 뻔했죠. 이 신드라 전멸 빠진 것도 되게 기분 나빠요. 신드라 다음 턴에 그냥 죽습니다 이거. 텔레포트도 없는 신드라거든요. 저 말을 듣고 나서 뭔가 효과적인 모습 보여줘야 될 텐데.
The Grass kind of composes well with Senna in the sense of getting small stats as you fight and as you lane.
그런데만 강타가 있긴 해도 저기 들어가기가 좀 어렵죠.
And building up on that, but
결국 빠져나갑니다. 주안의 동선도 약간
also the main thing to it composing well with Senna is the fact that her Q procs on hit, which is also why the Glacial Augment is so good on Senna.
별로 와닿진 않을 것 같아요.
And the Grasp gives her a really good sustain.
카밀 레넥톤 자체가 상성 구도가 레넥톤한테 위에 있는.
So that's all I'm familiar with when it comes to the Grass Senna. I don't know when you would pick it versus the Glacial Augment. From what I've played though, I'm not really feeling the Grass Senna from what I played it. Look at Minute here though. Hex flashes over the wall. Has not been spotted. This is going to be a gank. That's going to be very well for Oz Gaming. Scatter the Weak is going to save Crown for now, but he should be going down any second now. It's just a matter of when the spear is going to land. Here comes Wiser, another kill going over to hyFresh Blade, this time to Fire Rain. As both the solo laners now picking up a kill for themselves, and Mighty Bear picking up an assist on both. Minute also picking up an assist on both. And look here in the top lane, Minute has walked all the way from bot to top in one fluid motion. Ganked mid, is now about to gank top. Has the Hex Flash, but no really good Hex Flash angle from there. He's going to flash forward, but it's not going to do anything. And we're going to be looking at the replay here, as I think that was Oz Gaming starting up the Dragon. Scatter of the Week was keeping Minute away, but ended up going down there, unfortunately. And that's the thing about hyFresh's comp, is that they're able to make the macro plays like this. Even pre-6, able to get 4-man ganks off like that, and probably should have taken Phase Rush considering that, but nonetheless, Oz Gaming do get the mountain first, but this time, oh, look at this! Ultimate is actually not going to find either member of Oz Gaming. Good job by Oz to avoid a potential double kill handed over. Crown going to be CSing here in the mid lane. But like I said, yeah, Crown probably should have taken the phase. What was that Q aimed at? Anyone see that Q from Crown just now? What was that aimed at? I don't know, but he's going to be able to pick up the blue buff here. Here comes Juhan, gonna pop the pillar for Soar to go on. But unfortunately, Wiser is gonna be able to get away. Wiser spamming some emotes a little bit. Not the emote wheel, but I think that was the laugh that he was spamming, or the taunt, or the joke, one of those. Here comes another gank from Minute on to Crown. Ignite's gonna go down. Crown's gonna try to trade kills here. Got very close, but unfortunately is gonna go down. And it's funny because, like I mentioned earlier, Crown debuted on the Syndra and actually debuted against, I believe it was Breon Blade, and against Fire Rain. So Fire Rain getting some revenge here for something that happened a very long time ago. Almost a year ago now, or not a year ago. A split ago at this point. Late in the spring split was when Crown made his debut, and now here late in the summer split, Crown's once more playing the Syndra against hyFresh Blade. So this time Fire Rain might be getting the upper hand here. That is going to be a tier from Fire Rain. Do we count that as a tier of disrespect? I need some confirmation from Miracavul. I don't know if he's still around, but Juhan's gonna... Oh, good job there, avoiding dying for that ward, and Motive has recalled and is starting to walk that direction, but I think he's gonna be walking more towards mid-side.
그래서 이게 저희가 미드가 당하는 것만 봐서 그렇지요. 사실 터지고 있는 건 상체 전반적으로 다 터지고 있거든요. 탑 같은 경우에도 아무리 카밀들 에렉트론이 하지만 이런 시스 차이.
Take a look at the gold here. Looks like everybody is down on the side of OZ except for Pilot, who is ahead in gold, thankfully. Thanks to this 10 CS lead that he's gotten for himself, though. Hannah's going to close that CS lead a little bit here with some CSing. Looking more like a 5 CS lead. I was waiting to see if Hannah would get that last CS. Motive is starting to come back towards the bot lane here. Might be walking directly towards Minute. Juhan is in the proximity. The snare is going to miss from Pilot. Does hit him with the Glacial Augment, but will not find any more beyond that.
실제로 압박당한 건 신드라지만 또 망한 거는 카밀이다 뭐 이렇게 연결될 수도 있고 카밀이 CS 차이가
Going to be the recall from Juhan, and
롤의 근본은 CS고 그럼요. KD,
You know,
KD, 기초 체력이
with him having the chroma there, I feel like every skin gets a chroma nowadays.
잘큰 것도 a니고요. 벌써
That's kind of that's one of the two complaints I have about skins nowadays. One is that every skin seems to get a chroma. No, actually, I have three complaints about skins. One is that one, oh, I'm gonna pause that. Mighty Bear burst sword to half health outside of his shield. He's in trouble. Is able to avoid the spear or the javelin, I guess, according to Quest. The javelin. Well, it is called the javelin. I think it's the spell's called throwing javelin. Oh, I'm gonna pause what I'm saying. Fire Rain might be in trouble here. Nice ultimate from him. But how much is it going to do? Senna Ultimate's going to be shielding a lot of members of Oz Gaming, but actually Fire Rain able to get away here. hyFresh going to be able to pick up that turret on the top side. Now actually extending their gold lead to 4K. This is not a good look.
레벨 앞서는 쪽은 모티브입니다. 자, 용이 등장했습니다. 11분 48초 때.
But it's going to be hyFresh Blade picking up the Ocean Dragon here, so we will see what the soul will be for the day. It will be Cloud soul for this game. The flavor of the day. Minute might be looking for another Hex Flash gank. Oh, the Ash Arrow barely going to miss. But Minute might still take this Hex Flash. We'll see. Oh, he actually has normal flash, not Hex Flash. I lied. But Minute's gonna walk back bot lane now.
아, 이거 내정글이야. 이런 식으로 좀 얘기하고 싶을 것 같아요. 허락받고 먹어야 되는 상황에 오스 게이밍.
아까 계속 말씀드렸지만 약간 앵무새처럼 뭐 세나는 좀 잘 컸다 이건데.
Is there a reason why Fasting Senna isn't played as much in pro play anymore? You know, I don't know why it's. I honestly don't know why it's not played as much anymore. There weren't really any direct changes to it, but it just seems that. Oh, look at that! Nice little combo there.
그러려면 진짜 여러 방 때려야 됩니다. 광희의 검 한자로 들고 있는 수아르 하면 Y존은 치르게 양날 돕게.
Couldn't really tell you why people don't really run the Fasting Senna anymore.
칼과 칼까지 고루 갖추고 있습니다.
대신에 그런 건 있어. 그러니까 지금 만약에 세나가
But you've seen it like once or twice. I think we've only seen it actually once this split. I'm not a big fan of it being run with Tom Kench, although it's its most popular like combination. I would like to see, like I've seen it with Sen, and I like that a lot, and I'd like to see it potentially with Volibear, but I'm gonna pause what I'm saying. Motive. Ooh, he's gonna be able to get away for now, but look at this. hyFresh are doubling back. They're looking for the motive pick still. Juhan's gonna throw out the pillar and try to scare off hyFresh, but look at this. Fire Rain has arrived. Here comes the Ash Arrow. Oh, Crown gets ulted back. Flash is not gonna save him. He's gonna go down. Pilot throws out the ultimate, but it's not gonna quite kill Fire Rain.
오즈 바텀 입장에서도 알아도 해줄 게 없어. 약간 이런 거죠.
Fasting is more done with carries now. I feel like whenever you're like fasting Senna with a carry, I feel like at that point it's just support Senna.
확실히 하이플래시 블레이드가 지금 5천 차이면 15분에 말도 안 되게 터뜨린 거거든요.
지금 하이프레시 블레이드의 원딜 해나 선수가 아직 5,000 골드 정도밖에 획득을 못했어요. 그런데 5,000 골드 차이 납니다. 202 미닛.
There's going to be the wave being crashed in. And that's going to be a lot of gold being missed out by Oz Gaming. Look at the turret plating, heavily in favor of hyFresh Blade. Oh, Juhan might be in trouble here, but Minute's going to back off. He's going to throw out the spear. Might. Oh. It's not going to get it. The smite is going to secure the Grump. But since he did burn the smite, that means that hyFresh Blade are able to very confidently secure this Herald, though I don't think they would have been worried either way. hyFresh Blade are looking like a completely different team this time around. The objective control is looking a lot better. The macro is looking very fantastic from them. See if they can keep this up, though. They do have a gold lead this time around, though, so that's already better than last game. That was the thing, is last game they weren't winning lanes despite being up in kills, and ended up allowing Oz Gaming to get the perfect dragon setup to take the game. They got the Infernal on the mountain into an Ocean Soul. Now this time around, they aren't going to be able to get the Ocean Soul. Instead, it's a Cloud, which certainly does favor hyFresh Blade. It's going to be the tier 1 in the mid lane going down. They might be looking for a second charge here. They are going to be able to get it off, but the Herald will be dying here. Pilot going to pick up these 3 soul shards, and Juhan going to secure that last big chicken. Going to take his recall. Oz Gaming, ooh, they might be walking into something here, but they are going to be very careful. And instead, they're going to hand over this Cloud Drake. It's really... Although the Cloud Soul, I think in my opinion, does slightly favor hyFresh Blade, that doesn't necessarily mean that Oz Gaming mind giving it up. You do hate that it's 3 dragons instead of 2, so maybe you'd like to pick a couple up before handing over the soul, but maybe 1 or 2 would be nice for Oz Gaming, but it is what it is. This, quite honestly, might be just a split push to win game from the Camille, but that's going to be difficult for the Renekton for quite some... Or difficult because of the Renekton for quite some time, but eventually the Camille will outscale. Probably just needs the Trinity Force from here, since she already does have the Ninja Tabis. Once she hits 2 items, should be able to outdamage the Renekton, who looks like is going for the Sterix Gauge after the Black Cleaver. Has the Ninja Tabis as well. Minute. Going to come over the wall here. I'll take down this tier 1 tower in the bot lane. Oh, look at this. Wiser might be picked off here. Scatterleak is going to miss though, and he should be fine. Motive going to intercept these minions in the mid wave for someone to come over and take. It's going to be Pilot to take these minions, who is still ahead in CS, fortunately. Only by a small margin, though. Hannah's going to come mid and get those minions back. How you doing, by the way, today, Ducky? How's it going, buddy? Hope things are going well. See, I recognize your name from before you followed me and stuff, but I don't know where from. And I feel bad for not remembering it, for like not recognizing it. I just can't pinpoint what, like, how I know your name.
왼손으로 때리다가 왼쪽 막으면 오른손으로 때리고 있잖아요. 그래도 신드라도 바텀 밀면서 어떻게든 좀 살을 주고.
I do a bit of okay. I think that's it. That's probably it if you've done LCK content.
실제로 이런 구도 속에서 신드라가 030 치고는 뭐 CS는 다 따라갔어요.
Hey, Quest recognizes you. Quest, another LCK content creator.
차이가 줄어든 거
By the way, I
아닐까요?
found out that your boss follows me, Quest. I didn't know that.
그거에 만족을 해야겠죠. 불리한 쪽 입장에서.
A bunch of people had been following me.
유리한
I didn't know that.
입장에서 얘기를 하면은 저게는 미드 2차 뚫었다는 얘기는 저 애쉬 관련된 부분도 더 활용될 수
I had
있는
my piece on Rich. Oh, if you had a piece on Rich, I probably read it, and that's probably why I recognize your name. Rich. Listen, I've been Rich's hype man for a while now. Even before he was on Dynamics, I've been Rich's hype man. The Valdez Atlas interview, I'll peep that. That seems like an interesting one. Quest's pieces are always interesting. He always picks the right people to interview. He actually had an interview with my favorite one is the runner interview because I got to learn more about runners interactions and place in the League of Legends scene.
나온 순간부터 판테온이 돌아다닐 가능성이 충분히 있었어요. 맞아요. 그러면은 애초에 신드라가 점화들고 플레이한 거 자체가 문제일 수 있어요.
Pilot going to be camouflaging some members. But Hannah gonna barely miss his ultimate, but the hyFresh blade are not giving up chase just yet. That's gonna be the javelin throw by Mighty Bear. Not gonna find anybody. Sora on the side here. Gonna hook shot to safety. Speaking of hook shot, I was watching The Last Dance before I came on today. Listen, I told myself I wasn't gonna watch it because I really don't like Michael Jordan. Like I really don't like him. But eventually I was just browsing through Netflix and I saw it and I was like, you know what? I like Scottie Pippen a lot. I like Dennis Rodman. I'll just watch it. It is what it is. It's going to be a hyFresh blade starting up the Cloud Dragon here. Should go uncontested since Juhan's on the top side of the map. Who takes a moment to show himself. Didn't want to show himself because the Cloud Drake was up. Oh, look at this. That's a teleport and an ultimate. But the teleport is cancelled, so the Pantheon is just going to be ulting by himself with Wiser. It's going to be a 2-on-2. Actually, a 3-on-2. Big ultimate from Fire Rain. But here comes Motive. Didn't bring Senna with him. But the Senna ult was used. We will see if Oz Gaming can get away here. Pilot tried to come up, but Mighty Bear did cut him off. Sword tried to hookshot away, but he gets stunned down. Has to burn the flash to get away. Motive pops the stopwatch. Fire Ring picking up the kill on the Sword. The Crown picking up the kill on the Henna. It's going to be 1-for-1 so far in the fight. Crown throws out more skill shots, but they're going to miss. Fire Ring throws out a give of his own, but it's going to miss. Motive is still behind hyFresh blade. So they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. They're going to have to walk into somebody here. Juhan pillars to catch a couple of members of hyFresh, but they're not going to be punished for that. They're going to be able to get away, and it's going to be 1-for-1. Oz finally picking up a kill. Oh, but look at this. They might look to continue this. They know that they're there. Are they going to take the blast count over, though, is the question. Nope, they're going to take their recalls and see it. Oh, Mighty Bear's going to walk into this. But they're not going to cancel their recalls. They're going to let them be. We're going to take a look at the replay. Quest did not approve of the Syndra gameplay just now. So a teleport did come in from Fire Rain. That was a really good teleport. Really good TP ward placed. I don't know who placed that, but it was just placed there. Juhan ended up barely getting away, but I think he got finished off. Or no, he survived that fight actually. Sora was the one that got killed. Hook shot. And flashed what he thought was to safety, but Fire Rain flashed over and picked up the kill. Meanwhile, on the side here, Hannah did get finished off. I think the Baron did the dirty work there, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't think it did, but nonetheless, he died. And so I need so do you normally go Seraph's Embrace on Orianna? Is that a thing? Because if not, we count that as a tier of disrespect around these parts. We counted it for Ziggs. If we counted it for Ziggs, we gotta count it for Orianna. Yeah, Ducky, I'm a fan of Quest as well, but I'm not a fan. Well, I am a fan of his reporting as always. But ooh, I'm gonna pause what I'm saying because a minute looked like he was gonna get caught out there, but did get away. I'm more of a fan of his Katarina. See, I really like his articles, but I love Quest's Katarina. His Katarina gameplay, mwah. Speaking of mwah gameplay, fantastic pick by Juhan there. Now he's chasing down Mighty Bear. Teleport's gonna be coming in. But I think that might be canceled. Yeah, it is going to be canceled by Weiser, who's going to actually look to fight Soar here. Soar has not quite had the power to fight Weiser yet. Is having trouble fighting him here in this side lane. hyFresh gives over another pick. Not good. As someone in chat literally just stole what Quest said just a moment ago. Ooh, I was about to make a joke, and I'm glad I caught myself not making that joke. I'm really glad I caught myself not making that joke. That would have that joke would have put me in some hot water. I'll tell you the joke I was gonna make later, Quest. I think you'll appreciate it, but this is not good. Crown might be in trouble here. Oh, is almost looked to get the kill on the minute, but is not gonna do so. Oz might be in trouble in general. Pilot had to burn the flash. I think Motive might have to be left for dead here. Mighty Bear Wing forward on the Pilot is not gonna be able to pick up the kill. Ultimate might be able to help finish off Minute, but no, it is not. Minute's able to survive all of that. Crystal Arrow going to barely miss Pilot. Can you scream your next 3 sentences, please? Yeah, sure, for you, Nalone. Anything for you. Alright, so enough with that. We do see hyFresh Blade doing the Baron here. Half health on that. I'm actually quite low. Oh. Alright, there we go. I'll turn myself up. And Baron's going to be finished up here. I hope that's better. I'm getting a new microphone, by the way. I ordered a new one. It's coming in the mail. I won't have a shitty microphone anymore. I got a Blue Yeti, to the advice of many people. Well, let's take a look at the replay here. Crown actually almost got the kill on the minute. I have no idea how he survived that. That was insane. Good job by Firing to keep his teammate alive there. But,
그대로 용의 영혼을 획득하는 하이프레시 블레이드입니다. 그거 선택을 이제 오즈에게 있는 게 아니니까.
that entire sentence didn't make sense, Nalone. You made absolutely no sense with that sentence. You called something dog shit, but then called it goated. What? That doesn't make sense, Nalone. You need to make sense with what you're saying, buddy. You know what? Actually, let me move my microphone a little bit closer. Boop. That might help. Oh, AT 2020? Oh. I thought you meant to say at 2020. But, oh, I'm going to pause what I'm saying. Crown! Almost able to pick off Hannah, but that's not going to find. Sword going to hook shot forward, but is going to get stunned down by the Crystal Arrow. Mighty Bear going to pop. Oh, interesting ultimate from Firing there, but Crown might be caught out here. He's going to flash to safety with just a little bit of health left. This is a really good angle for Oz to be fighting, but they're just too low, and no ultimates available for them to use. Takeoff ASMR? I'll do some more ASMR casting when I get the Blue Yeti. What's an AT 2020 though? I'm kind of curious as to what that is. Oh, it's cheaper than the Blue Yeti. Is that really what? Is it really better? The Blue Yeti is like $50. Oh, I'm gonna pause what I'm saying. This might be a pretty good siege setup for hyFresh Blade. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to do this. That'll be an optimal mic setup right there. That's the spot. Yeah, I know a bunch of betting sites have my stream on there, but I don't really bet on esports anymore. I haven't bet on esports like since like mid 2019. And like I haven't bet on League since like way before then. I haven't bet on League in like probably since 2018. Like not even. I don't think I even bet on any League in 2018. Probably 2017. It's been a long time since I bet on a League of Legends game. I used to bet on CS:GO, but I stopped doing that just because it got boring. My problem with betting, my problem with betting is that it makes spectating the sport really boring because all you care about is the result. if you watch for the sake of entertainment, I think things are a lot more entertaining. Like if you just watch just to watch, and it's better off that way because there's nothing really at stake. You're not worried about a specific result happening. You're just watching for the sake of watching. Now it's no different betting on a team than if you were like a fan of a team. But with the way I watch, like I'm not really like there are some teams that I like. There are a lot of teams that I like. Like I like APK, though they go by a new name now that I'm not even gonna quite taught me how to say it, but I'm not gonna try. Ooh, Mighty Bear's gonna be picked here. Had to burn the flash. Ooh. Fire Rain gonna get snared down here, but he should be safe.
밀려나면 시간이 이제 점점 늘어지는 거잖아요, 게임이. 그러니까 저희도 이제 게임을 보면서 어떤 기세 같은 게 있어가지고 이게 보면서 그 묘하게 느껴지는 게임 분명히 사고 날 확률이 올라간다는 얘기인데. 압도적으로 끝낼 게임이었으면 이미 진작에
This is not a good look for Oz Gaming. It looked like for a moment that they're gonna start to come back, but they're kind of at a standstill right now and just kind of allowing themselves to get sieged down. They're gonna have to take some initiative if they want to continue this comeback. It looks like that's what they're trying to do now. They're moving forward, forcing their way into their own jungle to regain vision control. You look here in the mid lane, Source CSing to match Wiser. Though it should be vice versa. Wiser should be matching Source. Source shouldn't be forced to match Wiser. But look at this, Soar might be looking to fight Wiser. Will this be the point where he's finally able to 1v1 him? Here comes the Tom Kench, but the Crystal Arrow is going to stun down Juhan. Here comes Pantheon. Sentinel Ultimate's going to shield them up, but how much will it do? That's going to be Fire Rain finding 1 kill, finding 2 kills. Henna able to find 1 as well. That's 3 members of Oz Gaming down. And Crown's going to scatter the weak and throw out an ultimate, but it's not really going to do much. hyFresh Blade might look for a game in here in the mid lane. 26 seconds on Motive and Juhan, 35 for Soar. Meanwhile, all 5 members of hyFresh Blade are here in the mid lane. They're looking to end the game. Wiser trying to go into Pilot. Pilot flashes away to safety. Crown scatters the weak on the side here, but they take the inhibitor regardless of his pressure. Crown just doing peanut damage to Wiser. Pops the Ignite in case he wants to fight him to reduce the healing. Pilot stuck between 4 members. He's dead. Crown is the only one left. Motive and Juhan are coming up, but this game is over pretty much. Unless we can see some sort of miracle play come out from Crown. He's going to go down to Wiser, who's going to be able to survive. Gets flashed on by Juhan. But there's no threat from the 2 of them. That's going to be a Game 3 force from hyFresh Blade. As we might see hyFresh Blade force a tied up spot for the 4th place. If they can win Game 3... they will find themselves tied up. But we'll see if Oz Gaming can deny the reverse sweep. But that game did not look good from Oz Gaming. It was kind of a tale of 2 games between Game 1 and Game 2. In Game 1, we saw Oz Gaming completely outclass hyFresh in every aspect of the game. Now, hyFresh are outclassing Oz Gaming, and well, it's not looking too good. We might see some subs come out, but recently we haven't been really seeing them rotate their roster. We've seen Crown start. I believe this is his 3rd match in a row where he's been in 100% of the time. Maybe 4th. Nonetheless, gotta be chewing his gum, trying to find some motivation with the gum. What patch is it? 10.14? No, I think it's 10.15. I think.
그런데 그 케어가 진짜 게임을 그냥 전방위적으로 다 흔들었죠. 한 20분 이후에는 좀 조용하긴 했는데 애초에 초반에 다 터뜨려놨으니까요. 그렇습니다. 자, 두 번째 세트 경기 결과 좀 정리해 볼까요?
And we're gonna take a look at the post-game breakdown. Crown doing the most damage, Fire Rain doing the 2nd most, 3rd most does go to Wiser, 4th most to Pilot, and 5th most to Mighty Bear. We'll be right back in just a moment. Will we see Oz Gaming somehow find a way to deny the reverse sweep, or will we see hyFresh continue the momentum and finish off the reverse sweep to force a tie in the 4th place? Ladies and gentlemen, A lot is at stake for this last game. We'll see who wins it. We'll be right back.